What's up, guys? I'm back with a part 2 to the first video. I wasn't intending on doing this in 2 parts, but watching that first video before I uploaded it, I realized there was a couple things I didn't cover, so I'm going to cover them real quick in this video. I covered in the previous video more so like damage units and how to build DPS and, you know, make sure you hit your effectiveness cap and everything else, but I didn't really talk about other things that I want to talk about real quick. So let me find a unit. Ken, for example. Some specific units, when you look at their stats, you'll see that their damage is dealt proportional to their own health. And you'll see this like in that modifier thing I mentioned on Reddit. It'll tell you exactly how much damage it receives from health, but all of his abilities deal damage based on how much HP he has. And then another example, let's see. Okay, Fighter Maya, like her third skill. Damage proportional to the caster's defense, so she gains a bonus from her defense. And there's other units like Mascot Hazel. At the bottom, go figure. Amount recovered increases proportional to target's max health and the caster's attack. Okay, so to the target's health, then her heals, like her third skill, will heal more on a target that has more HP, and her heals are increased off her attack, not her HP, unlike Angelica, for example. Wherever she's at, there she is. See, Angelica, her barrier and her heal increases based on how much health she has. So make sure you're rating your skills before you just figure out how to build a unit. When I initially started playing the game, I had no idea when I was using Hazel at the beginning of the game that she scaled off attack. And I was putting HP on her, because I didn't pay attention to her abilities. And there's tons of units like that. Corvus, for example, I'm pretty sure his increases, defense as well. Sometimes the scaling isn't that great. No, there's one more. Let's go up to Vildred. Speed. Units can increase based to caster speed. You'll have to check the scaling on specific units, but usually they get more from attack and speed, but they benefit from both. Like you don't want to use Vildred as a cleaver and he's 230 speed. It's not going to work well. He'll get more from his attack. He probably has, that his base attack is stupid high. So going back to the previous video, that helps more. Like he'll benefit more from attack. But then you have like Sid. He also benefits from speed. Yeah, his base attack's considerably lower. So, I don't know the specific scaling. I need to find that post on Reddit still. But that's just something I wanted to cover really fast. And then I don't know if I really talked about, like base speeds. For example, well, let's look at Destina here again. Her base speed is 89, which is dirt slow, right? And then you have a unit like, let's see. Well, let's look at Assassin Sid. Look at his base speed. 128. Kayron's faster, but 25% of that 128, he's going to get way more speed from a speed set than Destina would. So that's another way you can look at building. Like, you want to look at those base stats and see what you benefit from the most. A catch-all is Destruction. Obviously, Destruction is good on any damage dealer. Speed can be good on any unit. The least amount you're going to get. I don't know the slowest unit in the game. I know it's in the 80s somewhere. But a fourth of 80 is still 20. So that's 20 speed at least that you're going to be getting. 21, 22 on those slower units. And that's a lot of speed still. But if you have an item, say you're trying to run a speed set and then Like, let's go in here, for example, and you have something like this. It's completely broken. That's half the speed you're going to get from that item. Or another one, for example, I just go to the ring. Not that one. This one, another 12. This one, 11, you know? You can, on those really slow units, if you can run broken, and, like, it's better than some of the speed gear you have, for example, there's 6 there, I only got 4 there, 3 there, I'm just not lucky with the speed rolls, and I got none there, but I have this broken with 12. That's my unit's going to benefit more from that than trying to force a speed set if they have really low base speed, and that's something I wanted to cover as well. And I think that's pretty much everything I missed. I might figure out something else. I didn't rewatch my other video before recording this one, so there might still be something else that I missed. But just make sure you're looking at everything that a unit does before you decide to build it, and make sure you know where you want to take it. And I can't emphasize enough that, like, you got to look at everything separate. You got to build your defense separate from everything else. It's like one of the most important things if you want to advance in PvP. Like, all these guys in here, like I'm only Challenger 3 right now. I'm almost Challenger 2. But, like, you could see these teams in here, they're built specifically for defense, most of them, you know? Look at the Destinos. Some people still use cleaves at this level. When you get a little higher up, these cleave teams, like this stanky booty guy, they fall off because they don't work as well. Usually they're easy wins for people that have good geared offenses. They could just counter speed or out tank it. The defense team, it's a lot harder to get through it if it's built correctly. Even if you have an insane, unless you have a catch-all like Oxlot says, Oxlot's Watcher Shuri, something like that. I just pulled Iseria, so I'm going to try and build a Watcher Shuri Iseria comp. I still don't have Oxlots, but if I had Oxlots, I would easily be able to push up in the champion with those two. But yeah, that's really just what I wanted to cover. If you have any questions, let me know. And you guys have a good one. Later.